Welcome to a special edition of the PhilosoVerse, where we delve into the most complex and transformative ideas that challenge the very foundations of how we understand ourselves and our world. Today, we embark on an in-depth exploration of the revolutionary philosophy of Friedrich Nietzsche as we unpack the profound implications of his seminal work, Beyond Good and Evil. Thank you for being here with us today to guide us through this intellectual odyssey.
It is an honor to be part of this discussion as we grapple with Nietzsche's radical and unsettling critique of conventional morality. His work stands as a towering challenge to the moral and metaphysical assumptions that have long shaped the Western philosophical tradition. To engage with Nietzsche is to venture into the heart of uncertainty, where the very ground beneath our feet begins to shift and tremble.
Nietzsche's deconstruction of traditional ethics is the cornerstone of his philosophical project. Can you help us understand the deeper motivations and implications of his critique?
At the core of Nietzsche's philosophy lies a profound dissatisfaction with the moral frameworks that had dominated European thought for centuries. Frameworks rooted in Judeo-Christian values, Kantian deontology, and the utilitarian calculus of pleasure and pain. He saw these moral systems as inherently repressive, hindering the full expression of human potential and creativity. Nietzsche's primary target was what he called slave morality, a value system predicated on the suppression of the individual, the glorification of weakness and self-denial, and the demonization of natural human drives and impulses. He believed that this morality of the Ward had been imposed upon humanity, robbing us of our vitality and our capacity for self-actualization.
So Nietzsche wasn't simply rejecting morality outright, but rather challenging the specific moral values that he saw as constraining, even antithetical to human flourishing.
Precisely. Nietzsche's aim was not to abolish morality altogether, but to radically rethink it, to liberate it from the shackles of traditional dogma, and to create new frameworks that would foster the development of exceptional individuals. What he termed the Übermensch, the Übermensch, or Overman, represents Nietzsche's vision of human potential, unleashed an individual who has transcended the limitations of conventional morality and forged their own unique values and path in life. The Übermensch is not about being superior to others, but about becoming the fullest expression of oneself, unhindered by the constraints of societal norms.
This concept of the Übermensch is certainly one of the most intriguing and provocative elements of Nietzsche's philosophy. Can you delve deeper into its significance and how it relates to his broader philosophical project?
The key to Übermensch is inextricably linked to Nietzsche's notion of the will to power, the fundamental human drive to overcome obstacles, assert one's individuality, and create new realities. For Nietzsche, the will to power is not a mere desire for domination or control over others, but a creative and life-affirming force that propels us towards self-realization and the actualization of our unique potentials. The Übermensch, then, is the embodiment of this will to power, channeled not towards the subjugation of others, but towards the transcendence of one's own limitations. They are individuals who have the courage to question and reject the moral and metaphysical assumptions that have long defined the human condition, and who have the creative vision to forge their own paths unbound by the expectations of the world. Nietzsche saw the Übermensch as the antidote to the last man, the complacent, conformist individual who has internalized the values of slave morality and who is content to merely exist, rather than actively shape their own destiny. The Übermensch, by contrast, is driven by a profound dissatisfaction with the status quo, a burning desire to push the boundaries of human achievement, and a boundless capacity for self-creation.
This is a truly radical and even unsettling vision. But how does Nietzsche's philosophy address the full need for social cohesion and collective well-being?
You raise a crucial point. Nietzsche was well aware that the unrestrained pursuit of individual self-realization could lead to chaos and conflict. and he was not blind to the importance of social cooperation and mutual understanding. However, his solution was not to simply reinforce traditional moral norms, but to envision a new ethical framework that could harmonize individual flourishing with a sense of collective responsibility. Nietzsche believed that the values of the Übermensch, if properly cultivated, could actually contribute to a more vibrant and dynamic society. By embracing a master morality that celebrates excellence, creativity, and the pursuit of power in its most constructive sense, the Übermensch could inspire others to push the boundaries of human achievement, to challenge the status quo, and to create new cultural and philosophical frameworks that would benefit humanity as a whole. At the same time, Nietzsche recognized that this process would not be without its challenges. The transition from slave morality to master morality would inevitably involve conflict, as the existing power structures sought to maintain their grip on the collective consciousness. But he believed that by fostering a new set of values that honored both individual self-realization and a sense of responsibility to others, it would be possible to create a more equitable and flourishing social fabric.
That's a nuanced and compelling perspective. So, how might we apply Nietzsche's ideas to the ethical dilemmas and complexities of our contemporary world?
Engaging with Nietzsche's philosophy in the context of our present day challenges requires a delicate balancing act. On the one hand, his critique of conventional morality can serve as a powerful tool for interrogating the assumptions and dogmas that often underpin our ethical decision-making. His emphasis on the will to power and the pursuit of individual excellence can inspire us to take ownership of our lives, to challenge our own limitations, and to strive towards the actualization of our unique potentials. At the same time, we must be acutely aware of the potential pitfalls of Nietzsche's ideas, particularly the risk of unbridled individualism leading to chaos and a breakdown of social cohesion. We must carefully consider how to harness the transformative power of his philosophy in service of a more just, equitable, and fulfilling world, one that celebrates human diversity and potential, while also promoting a sense of collective responsibility and mutual flourishing. Perhaps one of the most valuable lessons we can glean from Nietzsche is the importance of critical self-reflection and the willingness to question our most deeply held beliefs. By engaging in this process of philosophical and ethical deconstruction, we open ourselves up to the possibility of new and more empowering ways of being. We can begin to envision ethical frameworks that transcend the limitations of traditional morality, frameworks that are rooted in a profound respect for individual autonomy and creativity, while also recognizing our inherent interconnectedness as human beings.
That's a powerful and nuanced perspective. It seems that engaging with Nietzsche's ideas requires a careful and critical approach, one that acknowledges both the strengths and potential pitfalls of his philosophy.
Absolutely. Nietzsche's work is inherently challenging and, at times, even profoundly unsettling. It demands that we step outside of our comfort zones, question our most deeply held beliefs, and grapple with the complexities of human existence. But it is precisely this challenge that makes Nietzsche's ideas so valuable and transformative. By engaging with Nietzsche's radical critique of traditional morality, we are forced to confront the limitations of our own ethical frameworks and to consider the possibility of alternative ways of being. And by embracing the concept of the will to power and the pursuit of individual excellence, we can tap into the wellspring of human potential and unleashing our creative energies and striving towards a more vibrant and dynamic future. Of course, as we've discussed, this process is not without its risks. Unbridled individualism can indeed lead to chaos and conflict. But by striking a delicate balance between the cultivation of the self and a recognition of our interconnectedness, we can harness the transformative power of Nietzsche's ideas in service of a more just, equitable, and fulfilling world.
This has been a truly profound and thought-provoking exploration of Nietzsche's philosophy and its relevance to our contemporary ethical challenges. Thank you so much for guiding us through this intellectual odyssey with such depth and nuance and vision.
It has been a privilege to engage with you and our listeners on this most complex and transformative of philosophical topics. Nietzsche's work continues to challenge and inspire us, pushing the boundaries of our understanding of the human condition and our place within the broader tapestry of existence. As we move forward, I encourage everyone to embrace the spirit of the Hellebermensch, to question the status quo, to challenge their own limitations, and to strive towards the actualization of their unique potentials. But in doing so, let us also cultivate a deep sense of responsibility and care for one another, recognizing that our individual flourishing is inextricably linked to the collective well-being of our shared world.
Beautifully said. The true Mensch is not about being superior to others, but about becoming the fullest expression of our own individual selves, and in doing so, contributing to the creation of a more vibrant, equitable, and fulfilling human experience. This has been a truly transformative edition of the PhilosoVerse. As we bid farewell, let us remember Nietzsche's words, "And those who were seen dancing were thought to be insane by those who could not hear the music." May we all have the courage to hear the music of our own unique rhythms and to dance the dance of self-creation.
Until next time, keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Keep questioning, keep creating, and keep evolving. The PhilosoVerse will be here, ready to dive into more of life's most profound and perplexing questions. Thank you all for joining us on this intellectual odyssey. Farewell, and may the spirit of the theological guide you on your own journeys of self-discovery.